Hey y'all, I'm going to be reading from my book, Vacation Time and Leisure. As you traveled away from the cities into the countryside, one of the things that would have puzzled you would have been the comparative shortage of city people's summer cottages. The rich, to be sure, had their holiday resorts, the overwhelming majority, in the northeast part of the country. In most of the leading resorts, there were fine country houses, and some of them opulent ones. There were also many prosperous families whose special taste for the wilds would lead them to buy large tracts of Androjack woodland and build luxurious camps, or whose liking for the simplicities of Cape Cod or the White Mountains or the Lake Michigan shoreline or the rugged Monterey coast would lead them to build more modest cottages for a 2 or 3 month stay, but their choice of places was limited by two things: accessibility to a railroad and unlimited holiday time available to all but a few. The boom in summer cottage building was only just beginning. It was still the heyday of the big summer resort hotel, to which well-to-do vacationists would come for a short stay, ranging usually from a week to a month. The shingled hotel with towers and turrets and whipping flags with wide piazzas and interminable carpeted corridors with a vast dining room in which were served huge meals on the American plan. With a menu which took one from celery and olives through soup and fish and roast to ice cream, cake, and nuts and almonds, with sherbet as a cooling encouragement in mid-meal. For those who could not afford such grandeur, there were boarding houses innumerable, with school teachers rocking on the porch and a group of croquet players on the lawn, and here and there along the seashore or the lakeside crowded colonies of tiny shingle shacks, each labeled clearly with its sentimental or jocose name: By the Wee Cottage, Duckham Inn, or the like. But the overwhelming majority of Americans outside the upper income brackets stayed at home through the full heat of summer, and being carriageless, they had to satisfy their holiday dreams by taking a special reduced rate railroad tour by day coach to Niagara Falls or Atlantic City. Atlantic City being the early version of Las Vegas. Or more likely, an occasional trip out of town in an open trolley car to the trolley park, an amusement park at the end of the line. So there was still lots of room to play in America. Thousands of miles of shoreline, hundreds of lakes and rivers, hundreds of mountains which you could explore to your heart's content, camping and bathing and hunting and fishing without asking anybody's permission, if you could only somehow reach them. Already there were far-sighted conversationists pointing out that for generations Americans had been despoiling the land while subduing it, that forests were being hacked to pieces, farmland misused and overused, natural resources plundered right and left, that national parks would be needed both to conserve these resources and to give the people room to play. But to most people, such warnings just didn't make sense. If lumbermen destroyed one forest, there were others to enjoy. If cottagers bought up one beach, there were others open to any bathers. The bounties of nature seemed inexhaustible. Please rate, comment, please rate, Please rate, comment, subscribe down below. And if you're on TikTok, please like and follow. Bye.